What's up, everyone? Today is Monday, July 7th, maybe. Happy 4th of July, in case you guys celebrate that. So I want to talk about a couple things before we get started. Number one is we were running a promotion on the Jumpstart Accelerator. The Jumpstart Accelerator, if you guys don't know, is a course that we created that jumpstarts your trading. It takes you from not knowing anything about trading to placing your first trade in just 7 hours. For a month, we bundled this with the annual membership. So if you joined MIC annual, you would get this course for free. Now that promotion is over. So if you want to access the course, it is no longer going to be free with annual. It is a separate charge. You can find the course at myinvestingclub.com/jumpstart, or you could text Tosh at 213-458-5997 for more information. Another thing is, guys, if you remember last year, during August, we threw our annual boot camp, right? So what this boot camp is, and Bao will explain it a little bit better tomorrow. This is kind of just like a teaser of it. But basically this boot camp is a full-on educational fucking like extravaganza of a day, right? So for the entire day, I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of details. So in August, we are hosting a live trading event. So what does that mean? In the morning, I am going to build my watch list and show you guys how to build my watch list. At the market open, Bao is going to be live trading in front of all of you. After that, we are going to recap our trades, and the MIC moderators, Faye, James, Harry, Austin, Joe, are all going to create presentations to kind of help your trading learning curve. We do this every year on MIC's birthday. So MIC's 2-year birthday is on August 17th, which is also a Monday, guys. So if you are an annual member and you are a lifetime member that upgraded because of the Jumpstart Accelerator, congrats. You have full free entry to this upcoming event. The events are always free for annual and lifetime members. If you are a monthly member or you are a non-member, there is going to be a small attendance fee for this. We are going to cover live trading, watch lists, Q&As, everything that you can imagine, we are going to cover on it. So we are still in the process of getting this all set up. We are not ready to formally announce all of the details, but just keep in mind that this is a very unique experience to literally look at Bao's screen as he trades live for the day while he explains what he's talking about, his thought process. This is something that is really, really helpful. We did this last year in person at Philly. We were trying to do this event actually in person again, but due to the global pandemic, coronavirus, unfortunately, we are unable to host this event in person. MIC events are always about meeting traders in person. It's always about connecting with people. Before COVID, we held meetups every other month. We held events every other month. We were traveling the world. We were meeting traders. It was really exciting times. But because of this, we have to make the event virtual. Hopefully, on our 3-year anniversary, we will do it in person. Hopefully, when this pandemic stuff ends, we will host meetups in person again. But again, guys, this event is coming in August. Annual and lifetime members get to attend for free. All right, let's talk about trading today. So if you guys don't know, I took a vacation last week. So that was kind of the first vacation I took in about 4 or 5 months. We've been really, really, really busy at MIC trying to help traders. We're growing. So I kind of lost sight of reality a little bit. I found myself just working myself to the bone. I had no energy, no stamina, no brain left, but I still kept pushing and pushing and pushing because I wanted to help the members out as much as I could. So I took a forced vacation off after I kind of lost my mind a little bit. And let me tell you something, guys. It was very, very, very necessary, okay? I am the type of person that likes to work his ass off because I know that success is a measure of your hard work, right? Your goal is to always outwork your competition. And working fucking 18 hours a day, 7 days a week is outworking your competition. But we often forget that we need to recharge our batteries. We need to do a mental reset. We need to calm down a little bit. My problem has always been I let it get too far before I take a vacation. I let myself go crazy first before I take a vacation, and that is wrong. So proactively, I'm going to try to take some time off every 2 or 3 months, just a few days off to clear my head. What did I do? In case someone's asking, I took a road trip with my dad to Boston. I have no idea where in Boston I was, but I was there for a couple days. It was a little bit of a personal experience, so I don't want to really talk too much details about it, but just know that it was really helpful for me, really helpful for my mindset, and I'm really glad that I did it. Here's the problem though. After a week of not trading, I felt FOMO like crazy, man. Like I've never felt so much FOMO in my life. I still have a problem with my phone. I still check my phone too often. I check price quotes too often, and I felt massive FOMO, right? So anytime you trade after taking a long vacation, it always kind of freaks me out a little bit, right? It always freaks me out because I feel like, oh my God, I'm out of practice, right? I'm out of practice. I haven't done this in a week. I'm going to be rusty, right? It's like, imagine you practice your free throw every single day for years and years and years. And then all of a sudden you stop practicing your free throw. And then you get fouled in the game and you got to take that shot. You feel nervous because you're out of practice, man. So for me, I felt out of practice today. I felt like shit. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I don't know what kind of market we're in. I don't know what was moving on Thursday. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I said to myself, wait, why am I overthinking? Why am I getting in my own head? Why am I psyching myself out? There's one thing that we preach every day, guys. That one thing that we preach every day is what got me here in the first place. So rather than letting it get to my head and confusing myself and saying, I'm out of practice, I'm out of shape, I haven't traded, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I went back to the most basic thing that we preach, guys. It is sticking to the process that we have created, okay? Now, what does that mean? That means staying away from day one stocks that are making new highs. The process tells us to short the bounces on the broken stocks of the day. The process tells us to walk away at zombie times. The process tells us to use the 30% rule. The process tells us to use hard stops, guys. So I'm thinking to myself when I'm getting at my desk at like 7 in the morning today, woke up a little bit late. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm like in kind of panic mode. I'm like, shit, what am I going to do? Like, what the fuck is moving? Like, what's the market sentiment? And I said to myself, you know what? Calm down, flush all those bad ideas out of your brain, and go back to the simplest thing, which is sticking to the process. So what did I do in the morning? I asked the members, guys, do you have a list of low-hanging fruit from Thursday that I could look at? So again, it always goes back to the same thing. Focus on the low-hanging fruits first, and then you can focus on the other stocks. We had stocks like BYFC that Faye and James nailed, and we had a bunch of other low hangers. But today, we had a couple of low float stocks, right? A couple of nano flow stocks. We had a stock LMFA, we had a stock MYO, and then we had another stock that started with an A. Can you guys put it in here? I already forgot the ticker. And that was kind of the hot chick of the day. So coming into the morning, my thought process was stick to the process and wait for my trades to set up. If I want to short a day one stock, right? If I want to short a day one stock, I need to let it confirm first. I need to let it break down first, and then I will short the pop. So if you look at the chart of LMFA, this stock tanked pre-market, right? Tanked pre-market. At open, it went under 190, $1.90. So in a perfect world, if this stock bounces towards 220 or 240 in the morning, which is where resistance was pre-market, that is a trade. Sure, the stock is a low float, okay? It is a low float, but because the stock is already tanked, that gives us an edge, right? So there's obvious warning signs on some of these stocks. LMFA had 2 warning signs. Number 1 was low float. Number 2 was SSR. So if I see these warning signs, right, first thing I think in my head is this. SSR, I cannot be patient. I must nail and bail. Low float, I cannot size in. I must use smaller size. So recognizing that this stock was broken was not just enough for me. I had to look at the red flags as well and determine what the fuck was happening, right? So LMFA popped to 220 in the morning. I shorted a starter at 220. Then we mentioned to the guys in the room that 240 was the line, right? So had you just shorted 220 and 240, you would have had a 230 average. Stock is down to $2 now. You would have made 15%. That was the best trade of the day, in my opinion. That was number one. That was a broken stock that we shorted the bounce on. Again, what does the process tell us? The process tells us that you can short day one stocks as long as they are broken and as long as they are bouncing. So simple. Next. MYO is a little bit of a different setup. We didn't really get a bounce at the open, so nothing to really do there. Nothing too crazy. Nothing to make note of. I had a small scalp on it, just on a small pop. Nothing unimportant. Now let's talk about the other stocks. AYRO, guys. AYRO. So this is what kind of threw me off about AYRO. Okay. So let's keep it simple. What does the process tell us? If the stock is making new highs on day one, you're not allowed to touch it. AYRO pre-market was making new highs. AYRO traded 10 million shares, right? 10 million shares pre-market, okay? When a stock is trading 10 million shares pre-market, I'm already like, what the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck is going on? So AYRO was also pumped by a chat room in the morning. So the stock was pumped in the morning and then tanked to like 460, 470. So I said in my head, okay, the process tells me that if the stock on day one tanked, I am allowed to short the bounce. So what did I do? On AYRO, I shorted the bounce near 490 with a plan to add near $5. It was a very weird stock. It went from 490 to 470, 490 to 480, $5 to 480. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, stock is day one, stock has volume, stock broke down, stock is bouncing, but the bounce really isn't failing. When that happened, I mentioned to the guys in the room that something didn't feel right here. This should have tanked. This should have broken down. The bounce is holding. The bounce is not failing. So what does that mean? If I am uncomfortable in a trade, if I am not confident in the trade, I don't wait for it. I just get the fuck out of there. So I got out of that stock, and 10 minutes later, it went to the high of the day. So that was actually a really good lesson, guys, because again, just because a stock tanks and bounces does not mean that it's always going to work out 100% of the time. Trading is a game of probabilities, guys. It's a game of probabilities. There's no setup that works 100% of the time, but the shorting the bounce after the stock tanks is a 90% setup. It works 90% of the time, in my opinion. So that 10% is the fudge factor. Okay. Today, that stock was in that 10%. The bounce had held. So I had to get out, guys. I had to get out. And you know why it was so easy to get out of that stock? Why I was not too afraid of like losing or fucking up on it? It was because I was using small size. And number two, there were so many other stocks in play that I didn't want to waste my mental capital on this hot chick giving me so much trouble when I could have focused my mental capital on the side chicks that were tanking and tanking and tanking and tanking. So why am I explaining all this, guys? What is the importance here? What the hell? Why does this shit matter, right? Why does this shit matter? It matters because it doesn't matter if I take a day off. It doesn't matter if I take a month off. It doesn't matter if I take a year off. We have a winning process, guys. We have multiple winning strategies. It took me about hundreds of thousands of dollars in losses to learn these strategies and to share them with you. The first red day setup, the VWAP reclaim strategy, the first bounce, low-hanging fruit, the death line. Those are just 5 setups off the top of my head that we have that you guys can learn that pays big time in this market, guys. So what I want to remind you is that if you are studying, if you are learning, if you are taking time off, remember that if you just stick to the most basic rules, the fundamental rules that we have created, you will be successful long term. And again, those rules are no shorting past zombie time, using the 30% rule, no shorting low floats that are making new highs, focusing on shorting the bounce after the stock has tanked, Guys, these are the simplest things that you can do to make yourself a consistently profitable trader. The problems occur when people try to get fancy. They try to short this APRO as zombie times. When I stopped trading it, it was at $5. Now it's at $7. Had I even broken that rule, zombie time rule, had I broken that rule, I would have been dead today. The reason why I was able to make 5 grand today was because the process is so ingrained in my head. I trust it so much because it's rewarded me so much money over the years that I would be a fool to deviate. You guys see this? By joining MIC, by learning, you are learning from the mistakes that Bao and I have made so that you don't have to ever make them again. You don't have to look for a strategy that works. You don't have to backtest this shit and figure out something that works. We have the strategies that works. We have the risk management rules that work. We have the process that works. But are you disciplined enough to study it? Are you disciplined enough to respect it? Are you disciplined enough to say, you know what? I am wrong. I'm going to get out of this stock. This stock doesn't feel right. I'm getting out. Something Dr. Brett Steenbarger told me in my trading sessions with him, in our coaching sessions together. He said trading should be boring. You should be bored. If you are stressed, if you are chasing excitement, you are doing something wrong. Use the feeling of stress. Use the feeling of uncomfort to tell you, you know what? Maybe I'm in the wrong trade. Maybe I shouldn't be in here. Maybe I should size down. And I am very, very, very blessed to say that I made $5,000 today being bored. I was bored making $5,000 today in 1 hour. Now, it took me 6 years to get to this point. It has taken MIC members 6 months to get to that point. But the point that I'm trying to make, guys, is that we have something that works. We have something that is truly, truly incredible. So incredible that our competitors, the competing chat rooms, the pumpers, are in MIC under aliases, taking our strategies and sharing it to other people. If that doesn't prove that we are real, nothing will ever prove that to you. We have entered a market, guys, where there are so many inexperienced traders coming. I have friends, family that fucking do construction, that sell jewelry, that sell cars, that are now experts in the stock market. They got their $5,000 Robinhood accounts and they're buying shit like GNUS and WKHS because it's going to change the world. And what that tells me, guys, is dumb money, you could take advantage of the dumb money. What makes someone dumb money? Lack of education. So here we are, guys, educating ourselves and improving every single day to take advantage of those lazy people, okay? My edge in the market, your edge in the market, is being smarter than the person you are trading against. Maybe that means having a better understanding of charts. Maybe that means having a better understanding of fundamentals. Maybe that means having a better community. Maybe that means having a tab partner. Whatever it is, guys, whatever it is, your goal is to outwork your competition. Your goal is to outwork the other person on the other side of your trade. And if the other person on the other side of your trade just opened up a Robinhood account and is buying shit because some guy on YouTube is telling him to buy that shit, this is the best time to be a trader and take advantage of these scams, guys. If I'm able to make 5 grand in 1 day, trading less than an hour a day, and being able to relax, my God, man, why the fuck would I ever complain about that? Well, I want 10 grand on the day? I want 15 grand on the day? Get out of here. Trading is about being stress-free. When I am stress-free, I trade at my optimal fucking peak. When I am stressed in my real life, when I am stressed anywhere, I fucking suffer. Maybe because I took my vacation and maybe because I had my first day back today, my brain was clear. I was able to make that money like that. Maybe had I not taken that vacation, I would have been a little bit fucked up in the head. So the point I'm trying to make, guys, is we have it. We have all the resources. Think of MIC as your gym, okay? MIC is the gym. The video library is your workout equipment, okay? You can have a gym membership and still not show up. You could be an MIC member, not watch the videos, and you will not be successful. To be successful in the gym, to be successful in trading, you must show up every single day and consistently put those reps in, okay? You are not going to become massively muscular in a week of doing that. Maybe not even in a month, but you better fucking believe after 3, 4, 5 months of consistently studying and educating yourself, you are going to find consistency so much faster. It is no coincidence that the people that are attending these videos, that are attending the webinars, that are participating, are the most successful traders in MIC. It is because they are using all of the resources to their advantage, guys. So please, I challenge you, in this historic market of 2020, where we are flooded with dumb money entering the market every day, do not be one of the dumb money people. Do not follow someone's voice alerts. Do not follow someone's text alerts. Do not follow someone's email alerts. Do not follow anyone's screen share alerts. Do not follow anyone's Forex signals. If anyone is offering those things, you are being scammed. If you don't believe it, light your money on fire. It's probably fucking cheaper. But this is the point, guys. I want you to know, I want you to understand that even after a week of being away, even after having so much FOMO in my body, I went back to basics. I went back to the pure basics that we teach our members. And lo and behold, I had the best stress-free day that's making me feel good. It's making me confident. It's making me excited to get back to work again tomorrow. Okay? Trading is not about banking every day. It is about being consistent, guys. So does all this stuff make sense to you? I know I was kind of rambling a little bit going on, but if this makes sense, please leave like a like on the video. I see like the thumbs up meter going up here, but that's basically it, guys. That's basically it. Today was a very stress-free day. Today was a great day sticking to the process. And let me tell you something. Every day that I stick to the process and I make money, it makes me more confident in the process. If I stick to the process and make money, it just proves that it's real. It proves that it works. It is not a coincidence that the days that I lose money, it is because I deviated from the process. I added to a loser. I didn't use hard stops. I shorted past zombie times, okay? This is the point, guys. If I am able to do it, you are able to do it too. It took me 6 years to get to this point today. Today, 6 years. It is taking other people 6 months to get to my same point. And that is all because of proper education. When I started trading, there was no curriculum. There was no syllabus. There was no video library. There was no fucking accelerator course. There was no setups. It was figure it out by losing money. Well, after losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, let me tell you, I fucking figured it out. And that's why we created MIC, to accelerate your learning curve so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that we did when we first started. And remember, Bao's been trading longer than me. He's been trading for almost 20 years. So he's probably lost more money trying to figure this shit out too. The zombie rule, I swear to God, guys, I swear to God, the zombie rule is worth $1 million itself. The zombie rule changed my trading career forever. The zombie rule, thank God, made me a millionaire, guys. So please respect these rules, respect the process, respect everything because it works. It is now up to you to put in the work and see if you can stick to the process, guys. So that's it, guys. I am going to wrap it up here. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If you have any questions, feel free to text us at 213-458-5997. And guys, reply with one lesson that you learned from this video, because I know it kind of sounds cheesy, sounds kind of corny, but in school, the only way that you learn is from homework. So your homework today, as simple as it is just to write one lesson, comment on this video, and take it from there. If you do not know what the zombie rule is, brother, go to youtube.com/myinvestingclub, write zombie rule or zombie times, zombie something in the search bar, and you will get 55 free videos on this topic. Please do not be lazy, guys. We have everything for you. Please. If you see someone like me putting in the work, if you see someone like me showing up, remember that you are trading against someone like me. So you better fucking outwork my ass. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good day and avoid the fucking zombie trades.